end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Yellow. Let's go, blue lane.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
We own them. Attack. Check.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target. Easy. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down now, Swift. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? 41's the money. It's a party now. It's a party.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Out to his left. Completes it to Hardman. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 6 guys.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Yellow. Check, Mike, 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps, but boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Let's put him on the buses. Clear. Put that team on the bus.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up. Look, squeeze. Check, 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 check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Out, out, hey, Sam off. Hit it.
They'll toss it to Fournette. He's to the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 3-2 jet bombers. 3-2 jet bombers. Get it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready. Mike, 45. It's just me and you. Go. Hey, Alpha. Check, check. Rock it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs go 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54. You must be dreaming. Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 15. In your face. Check 3, check 3. Shift. Switch. Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight down. There you go. Hatch it.
Now here's Mahomes. Hits it off to Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, this will be Freeman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Yellow. 180. Color. 54. Hey. I 7. Let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
57. Mike 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Rip left. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And finding the tight end Hooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's got it. The end result, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Watch safety screen. Attack. Safety screen. Seam 6.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mahomes going to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Leo. Yep.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Go. Motion. Reset. Now.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a first down and more past the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132-5, hit it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Check pass, check pass. Bravo. 6-6, pull it high. Kill. SOS. Hard. Get it.
Again, it's Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the run. Check safety.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Hey, high 7.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short. Mahomes, he goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's get it. Let's go. Mike 54. No game on this defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check. Hey, orbit. Watch the eye. Slam, Central West. Check. Lucky. Undercrush. Look at me. Go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yellow. Right. 54 watch the play. I don't need to. 54 right.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Motion. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his left. And he comes back with one complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 29-yard line.
Got it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Watch the whip. Jim. Protein spill. Check 13. Hey, Haywood. Hey, lock it.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Fournette. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Mike 52. Watch the slant. 52.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Safety creep. Check three.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-4. Delta. Championship, baby. Shoot. No. Off.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch it. Yellow. Exit. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Yeah. Tight go. Hey, Jet, fire.
On the run, it's Fournette. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Check 50. 50, yellow.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. first down. Swift. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.